These talks are to help you grow on the inside, and not just the young people. The adults too are going to get things out of this, especially this cycle. We're talking about the power that our words have. And that's something, and no matter what we're doing, if you're staying at home, if you're going to work, if you're at school, the words that you use have an impact. Knowing a little bit about how to control that impact, I think, is a very good thing. So this is something that's worth putting down the phone for a few minutes and seeing how this sort of comes together. All right. And for our people at home as well, welcome FMAC community, all of our students, families, friends, and visitors. It's always good to have you with us. This cycle, we're talking about the power of our words. Now, last week, we learned that words have the power to create or destroy. Now, think about this. Our thoughts are words we say to ourselves. Now, if our thoughts are words, and words have the power to create or destroy, then our thoughts have the power to either help us or hurt us. In this week's talk, Dippy and Doodle will show us the power of our thoughts and how our thoughts can affect our feelings and our behavior. In a little talk that we call Words We Say to Ourselves. Well, it was a regular day at FMAC, and Wisdom was beginning one of his talks. And today he was starting off with something that's really important. It's used in therapy, it's used in research. There's many different uses for this little model here. You see, your thoughts influence your feelings, and that influences your behavior. Thoughts, the thoughts that we have, the ones we dwell on most of the time, will affect our general state of emotion. And of course, all that will either give us the energy to do what needs to get done, or we may find it very difficult to get off the couch. Okay? Now, he said, for example, let's say our thoughts are negative. I can't do it. It's too hard. There's no way I can do that. Then our feelings are going to be fear, just not believing you can do it. And then your behavior is you won't even bother to try. You'll just stay in bed. But if you can make your thoughts more positive, now you say, I can do it. Even if you have to say, you know what, it's going to be hard, but I can do it. Or you know what, it's going to be hard, but I will do my best. See, that's what helps get you through. Feelings will then be excited, and you'll have all the behavior, all the energy you'll need to get things that need to be done. So he told them to use your thoughts to make yourselves the best you can be and not the worst that you can be. Choose your thoughts wisely. Well, Dippy really liked that talk. On the way home, he thought about, he had never thought before, no one had ever taught him this before, that thoughts affect feelings and then that affects behavior. But he did like the fact that having positive thoughts meant that you had good feelings, meant that you can get things done that you need to get done. He liked that part. Well, he got home and he hung up his karate uniform and he went to find his sister, Doodle. Well, Doodle was in the living room watching TV. Dippy comes in, hey, Doo, what you watching? She says, hi, Dippy, I'm watching Moana. Well, Dippy looked at that for a minute. Yeah, but I want to watch Lego Batman. I'm Batman. Sorry, but I'm watching Moana. Then Dippy said, I said Lego Batman. And she said, well, I said Moana. And he said, well, that's it. I'm changing the channel. And she could not believe what she was watching. So she let out that blood-curdling yell you have probably all heard before. Mom! Have you heard that before at home?
Yeah.
Probably, huh? It's pretty universal. Now, what happens? Dippy is really upset, just like probably we would be in that situation. And you know what happens when we get upset, when we're really angry or really scared? Something that just doesn't make us feel stable on the inside. Our thoughts just float around. We have all kinds of things coming in and out of our heads. You see, that puts you at a crossroad. And to the left, those are the blights, those are the bad guys. And on the right, those are the black belt characters, they're the good guys. So you can follow bad thoughts and make bad choices, or you can follow good thoughts and make good choices. Now this is a crossroad that you and I come to just about every day. If you look at it, there's going to be so many times where you have to decide what's right and what's wrong. Well, for example, some of the thoughts he's having is, boy, is mom going to be angry with you? That's fear. Then rash, oh, you're bigger than she is, yell louder. Oh, this is Spike, such a nasty person. Tell her what a spoiled brat she is. But then he had a moment where a self-control thought went through his head. Dippy, quick, count to 10. Closed his eyes. 1, 2, 3. And you know what happened when he got to 10? He opened his eyes and all those bad thoughts were gone. You see, when we're upset, scared, angry, we can hear from the blights, but we probably won't be able to hear the black belt characters. When we get relaxed and we're back into control, we're much more likely to hear the black belt characters in our thoughts. So now he could hear self-control much more clearly. Now don't use your words to tear her down. Indomitable spirit came in. Yeah, instead use your words to build her up. Well, did you like that? And then integrity said, now why don't you tell her you're sorry? And he liked that too. So he went over, Doodle, I'm really sorry. That was very selfish of me. And she just smiled and said, it's okay, Dippy, thanks. And Dippy sat down with her to watch TV. And you know what they watched? Moana. And you know what? When it was over, he thought it was a pretty good show. Thoughts, like words, can build up or tear down. They can create and they can destroy. Do your thoughts make you feel good about yourself or not so good about yourself? Do your thoughts ever make you feel like you want to say something mean to someone? Or maybe they make you feel like you're boxed in, that you're not able to do many things, if any at all, because you just don't have the energy, the motivation. You're just not being able to be all you're capable of being. So now remember, they're your thoughts. You control them. You can change the negative to positive, okay? Instead of saying, I don't have any friends, you can say, I have some good friends. And also remember, it's your box. You built it. So if you're stuck in a box, just know that you can step out of it anytime you'd like. So choose your thoughts wisely. They are building your today and tomorrows. And until your next visit, stay safe, stay well,